your sugar, my friend. I love you dearly, but you know,
He
your
keeps
daily
asking for Tim
iced
Tams,
tea.
no?
Are you saying? Are you saying something?
Like she said, you're getting married
Stop
soon.
asking for chocolate.
Sorry, Andre, you're outnumbered. I'm so sorry. You
Oy,
know
wala
we
pa yung
love you
pasalubong
dearly.
next week.
So, what do you guys have for us tonight?
For tonight? Okay, parang ayaw mo na, gusto mo lang malis ha. Thank you. Thank you, Ate Sean. And also Ate Gretch and Madam Reg. We've got on the show tonight, as Sean was asking, we've got the Battle of the Boroughs headlining today's NBA lineup plus updates from the PBA Commissioner's Cup.
And we celebrate baseball greatness as Japanese legend Ichiro Suzuki leads a Hall of Fame class of 2025.
Alam mo ibig sabihin nun? Nabuta ko pa ito eh.
Really?
Matanda na ako.
Pwede ka na rin sa Hall of
Shohei
Fame.
na inabot. Grabe ko naman. Thanks ah. Natawa siya. I'm Andre Felix.
And I'm Pauline Verzosa, sitting in for Cheska Litan Calao.
And here's tonight's play-by-play.
Ramiro, the show by Mamoy leaves ulit. Dribbles, puts it on. Unbelievable. Gemma on the left side. Oh, the pass! Stuffing another one. Bakunas rejecting Estevo for the win.
You know, Pao, I always enjoy when it's two teams like LA versus LA, eto New York versus New York. Talagang nag-enjoy ako kasi syempre, you know, I got to watch a game at MSG, di ba?
Right.
So maganda to. This was a close fight between the two New York teams, New York Knicks and the Brooklyn Nets, in the Battle of the Boroughs. It was a game that went down the wire at the Barclays Center, but the Knicks managed to outlast the Nets 99-95. The Knicks actually had a double-digit lead in the third quarter, but the Nets caught up in the fourth and even had a slim one-point advantage with about 5 minutes to go. Jalen Brunson sparked New York's rally, scoring 8 of his 17 points in crunch time. Those include a pair of clutch free throws to ice the game. This guy's just clutch. Meantime, big man Karl Anthony Towns top scored for the Knicks. He finished with a double-double of 25 markers and 16 rebounds. D'Angelo Russell tried to lead the Nets with his own double-double with 23 points and 10 assists in a losing effort. The Knicks improved their record to now 29-16, the third best in the East. The Nets, however, dropped their fourth straight game and now have a lowly record of 14 victories and 30 setbacks.
Meantime, redemption almost 1 year in the making for the Portland Trail Blazers. They beat the Miami Heat 116-107. Now, it's a far cry from the last time the Blazers were in South Beach, where they lost by 60 points, a Heat franchise record on March 29, 2024. This time, Portland used a 21-8 third quarter run to build a huge lead and to keep the Heat at bay down the stretch. Big man DeAndre Ayton dropped 22 points, including 8 during Rip City's scoring surge. He also grabbed 15 rebounds. Meanwhile, Anfernee Simons led all scorers with 24 points. The Heat were playing without Tyler Hero for the first time this season, and he missed the game because of a groin injury. Miami instead leaned on rookie big man Khalil Ware, who had 20 points and 15 rebounds in a losing cause. The Heat are 9th in the East with 21 wins and as many losses. Now, as for the Blazers, they are 13th in the West with 15 victories against 28 defeats. After the match, Simons and Ayton spoke about their teamwork in the win.
You know, once you hot like that, you know, it's easy for them to come back around. When they got hot, in the fourth quarter came back in the game, but we sustained it and we got a W. That's all that matters.
And you had some huge shots late in the fourth. Is this one of those nights where you knew you had to take over?
Yeah, you know, just reading the game, not trying to force it too much. You know what time it is. It's time to win. I'm trying to make a big play, and I was able to get an and one missed free throw, but I'm glad it was. I was able to get that play.
You guys had 0 turnovers in the first half, 7 players in double figures. How much of a team victory was this?
Yeah, just we just moving the ball. You know, obviously hot shooting, you know, leads to that as well. But I think that's a product of us moving the ball and continuing to just play together.
I feel great, honestly. We played a great team, and you know, we played a great game together. I think it was our defensive end mainly, just playing together and holding each other accountable. You know, I think that was the big focal point, and the communication between us is just, it was phenomenal. You know, the coaches was doing their thing, but just hearing the terminology between me and my teammates, whether we were up, down, it didn't matter. From start to finish, it was amazing. I feel like we're in a good place. Everybody's, I think we just unleashed this thing called togetherness where, we just out there for each other now, and, we playing for each other. So, that energy is something else, knowing that somebody's playing for you and you want to do the same thing in return. So it's just contagious. And, starting with the vets and, and the coaches is making sure, it's manageable and controlled,
More NBA action for you with 3 more games on tap. Let's take a look at how the games went. Take a look at your screens right now as the Toronto Raptors come back from 21 points down to beat the slumping Orlando Magic 109-93. Meanwhile, LeBron James and Anthony Davis deal their usual damage as the LA Lakers blow out the hapless Washington Wizards 111-88. And lastly, Nikola Jokic only needed 30 minutes to notch a triple-double. As the Denver Nuggets just blow out the Philadelphia 76ers 144-109.
Now the question is, are the Phoenix Suns preparing for a big move? Well, the Valley has acquired 3 future first-round picks from the Utah Jazz. The Suns now own first-round picks in 2025, 2027, and 2029. These will be the least favorable first of Cleveland and Minnesota in 2025, and by Cleveland, Utah, and Minnesota in 2027 and 2029. In return, Phoenix gives away its 2031 unprotected first-round pick to Utah. The Suns have an even 21-21 win-loss record so far, despite having Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, and Bradley Beal on the roster. Multiple media reports have linked the Suns to disgruntled Heat star Jimmy Butler, who wants out of Miami. Trade deadline is on February 7, 4 a.m. Philippine time.
I'm just really excited. Now acquiring 3 more picks for Phoenix. Now, kaya nga, there are some talks now, baka makuha nila si Jimmy Butler. And that will be a big addition because Phoenix has been struggling lately, even with Durant, Booker, as you mentioned, and those guys. Meantime, from the NBA, let's go to the PBA. I was shocked when you broke me this news. Upset alert!
You got that winless team before this game now getting their first win against none other than the defending champions of the last conference, right?
Exactly.
TNT Tropang Giga.
And with Rondé Hollis Jefferson, as she said, the Terra Firma Jeep are winless no more. I repeat, the Terra Firma Jeep are winless no more as they snap the TNT Tropang Giga's 6-game win streak to close out their run in the Commissioner's Cup. That's right, you heard me. Terra Firma saved the best performance for last year by stunning TNT 117-108. The Jeep were dead set on finishing their midseason campaign on a high note, and they did it with impeccable outside shooting. Terra Firma entered the final quarter up by a whopping 29 points, which was enough to fend off TNT's last gasp rallies. Leading the Jeep's long bomb barrage was best player of the game. That man, former USC Tiger, former De La Salle Green Archer, Mark Nonoy. Terra Firma's prize rookie finished with 33 points, including 7 of 9 from long range. The Jeep officially exit the Commissioner's Cup with just 1 win and 11 defeats. The Tropang Giga, meanwhile, lose the top spot as they fall to 6 victories against 3 setbacks. At the post-game press con, Nonoy discussed his best performance in the PBA so far.
First, sobrang thankful ako sa coaches and then sa teammates ko. Ups and down yung team namin. We stick together sa practice namin. Yung iba nawawala na ng gana. Pero may leader sa amin na last push na to yung last game namin. Yun nga, pinagkatiwalaan kami ng coaches and then nag-response din kami as a team. So sobrang thankful ako kasi bago mag-end yung season, nakuha namin yung first win namin. Siguro na-inspired ako kay Jason Castro kasi first time namin maglaban since childhood ako napapanood ko na siya, grade school ako, high school. Isa siya sa PBA player na in-inspired ko yung sarili ko para sa kanya. Yun nga kanina, naging confident ako kasi gusto ko maging ma-challenge siya kasi idol ko yun eh. Sobrang thankful ako kasi yun nga, na-overcome ko din yung laro ko. Nakalaro naman ako na maayos.
Meantime, Barangay Ginebra San Miguel looks to formalize its entry to the PBA Commissioner's Cup quarterfinals as they battle the rain or shine Elasto Painters. Ginebra got off to a strong start behind a 17-3 run led by Japet Aguilar. But the Elasto Painters would not go down that easily as Jonard Clarito led the charge for rain or shine to cut the lead to 30-23 at the end of the first quarter. But come the second quarter, the Gin Kings outscored the Elasto Painters 36-22 as Justin Brownlee had his way inside and out. By halftime, it was 66-45 in favor of Barangay Ginebra. Not much has changed in the third frame as the Gin Kings continued to push ahead, building its largest lead at 29 points after three free throws by Stephen Hall, 85-56. The Elasto Painters managed to go on a mini run courtesy of Anton Asisio's triples, cutting the deficit to less than 20. At the end of the third, the score was 91-72. It is currently the fourth quarter where Ginebra remains ahead over rain or shine. And after the break, no shortage of leadership for the Signal HD Spikers. Superstar libero Don Catindig talks about taking on a bigger role for the team after the departure of Ces Molina and Riri Meneses. That story and more when play-by-play returns. Keep it here on One News.
Welcome back to Play-by-Play only here on One News. New Signal HD Spikers team captain Don Macandili Catindig admits that Ces Molina and Riri Meneses' departure was unexpected. But instead of dwelling on the shocking move, the team remains focused on moving forward. Signal started their new chapter in the PBL yesterday by scoring a dominant straight sets win over the Gallery's Tower High-Risers. Catindig herself delivered an impressive defensive performance, tallying 19 excellent digs and 4 excellent receptions. But the HD Spikers had only 12 players in their lineup, raising questions about their depth. Captain Don remains confident in their ability to overcome challenges. The 28-year-old libero, who also serves as a team captain for Alas Pilipinas, also says she is taking a shared leadership approach with the HD Spikers.
Super proud kasi everyone stepped up and talaga nag-enjoy lang kami. So, ang ganda lang din tingnan na nagko-connect yung buong team. More of, siguro I just give my best, siguro. Lagi kung ano yung kailangan gawin and sobrang minimal naman actually yung ginagawa ko as talagang yung magsabi lang ng reminders, ganyan. Kasi everyone naman themselves is a leader. So, hindi masyadong grabe yung role ko. So, yun. Actually, ngayon, ang maganda maganda sa team is lahat kami may responsibilities. It's a shared leadership. So, hindi rin ako na-overwhelmed na ako yung biglang ginawang tao.
And now here's where teams currently stand in the PBL All-Filipino Conference. The Petrogas Angels sit at the top with an impressive 6-1 record. Meantime, the Signal HD Spikers follow closely behind with a strong 5-1 slate. The undefeated Creamline Cool Smashers are third at 5-0. And in the middle of the pack, the PLDT high-speed hitters come in with a 4-2 record, while the Cherry Tigo Crossovers and Chocomucho Flying Titans both sit at 4-3. The Farm Fresh Foxies are also hanging tough at 3-3, while the Akari Chargers are trailing slightly at 3-4. And at the lower end of the standings, the Zeus Coffee Thunderbells look to climb up from their 2-4 record. Meantime, the Galleries Tower High Risers and the Capital One Solar Spikers each struggle with just one win to their name. And still searching for their first victory are the next-led Chameleons, who round out the table at 0-6.
I believe in next sled. Kung terra-firma ka, nanalo. One game in the PBL. The last game pa. Well, big games in the PBL scheduled for tomorrow at the Phil Sports Arena in Pasig City. In the first match, let's take a look at your screens right now. There, at 4 p.m., the Akari Chargers look to get back on the winning track as they face their sister team, as I mentioned, the next-led Chameleons at 4:30 p.m. Still looking for that first win is next-led. Akari is coming off a straight sets loss to PLDT, while next-led suffered its 6th straight defeat at the hands of Farm Fresh. Then, for the main event, there it is. At 6:30 p.m., the Chocomucho Flying Titans aim for their 3rd straight win as they face the PLDT high-speed hitters. What a game. But the Flying Titans will be without opposite hitter Kat Tolentino, who is recovering from a surgery for a ruptured appendix. On the other hand, the high-speed hitters continue to wait the return of star spiker Kim Kiana D. You can catch both games live on One Sports Plus, and of course, on the Pilipinas Live app.
After a decade-long wait, the Philippines is making a big comeback in the professional golf scene with a Smart Infinity Philippine Open 2025. And for more on the Asian Tour season opening tournament, watch this special report by Bea Escudero.
After a 10-year hiatus from the Asian Tour, the Philippine Open makes a spectacular return this week as the season's opening event, featuring a remarkable field of competitors and celebrating a new title sponsor, Smart Infinity.
I believe the most prestigious golf tournament in the Philippines, Philippine Open. It's the 102nd Philippine Open, and we've been away for 4 or 5 years, I think. No, so now I think I'm happy it's back. Now that golf has also picked up as a sport in this country, especially after the pandemic. Having the Philippine Open here and having the Filipino fans watch the best players in Asia play and really just try to attack a very challenging course in this nature, Manila South, was very, very challenging. I hope the wind picks up a bit para mas mahirap ng konti, but they've shortened, they made it a par 70, so they made 2 par 5s into par 4s, so it added a bit more difficulty.
This year marks the 5th time Manila Southwoods has hosted the National Open, with previous events held there in 1993, 1994, 1996, and 1999.
A bit different, you know. The last Asian Tour event we had was 2017 or 18 here, but it's very special for not only for me but all the other Filipino golfers to have an Asian Tour event here. And the Philippine Open is very, very special to my heart. You know, it was the first Asian Tour event I won 10 years ago, 2015. I've won it twice. I was very lucky to win it twice, but hopefully I can win it for a 3rd time this week.
As mentioned, the Asian Tour Philippine Open kicks off with a Pro-Am full scramble. This refers to a type of event where professional golfers team up with amateur golfers in a relaxed and fun competition.
Nice quad.
We had the chance to speak to some of the participants and winners of the said event.
I really enjoyed it. This is my first time to join a Pro-Am, and I'm thankful for the NGAP for inviting me. I came in here with the idea of, since it was a scramble and best ball, so I was hoping that maybe 5 or 6 of my drives that will be chosen, so which I achieved. But it was nice to seeing all these pros and how they play, and so it was a learning experience for me.
The winner of the Pro-Am tournament, may we call on the NGAP board led by our professional player, Mr. Chase Kepka.
Really just kind of getting the feels back, and I'm just excited to be back out here and playing. And I really like the course this week, so just got to make some putts out there, and hopefully we get to celebrate some more on Sunday.
Maraming salamat sa inyo for your support, golfing fans of the Philippines. Please join us here in Manila Southwoods starting tomorrow, January 23 to 26 for the 102nd Philippine Open. See you here.
Alam ko matagal mo na ako ni Yayang mag-golf. Pero I think may reason, all the more reason. Yes, congratulations congratulations to everybody who made that happen.
Infinity,
Smart
of course,
Infinity.
organizing the comeback of golf in the Philippines. And you know, Andre, every time I cover golf events, they always say Filipinos can actually excel in this sport.
Yeah, and I agree.
Right? I mean, we had Yuka Sas, although she changed her citizenship.
Yes.
I remember bulk of her training was really here in the Philippines,
correct.
right? You also have Lois Kego,
Yes.
Bianca Pagdanganan.
Pagdanganan,
And I think we can still discover many more talents here in the Philippines.
Ako, gagaling. Try natin, next year. Boss Nino Ngala, we'll see you next year.
I don't know about that. All right, well, coming up here on Play by Play, we tell you who made it to the Baseball Hall of Fame class of 2025. Play by Play will be right back. Keep it here on One News. Welcome back. You're still watching Play by Play here on One News. Iga Swiatek is off to the Australian Open semifinals again after yet another masterful performance. The world number 2 in women's tennis crushed 8th-seeded Emma Navarro 6-1, 6-2 in their quarterfinal match. The Polish ace has not dropped a set so far and has lost only 14 games in the tournament. Now that's something that hasn't been done since Maria Sharapova back in 2013. Swiatek will take on American Madison Keys, who took down Elina Svitolina to enter the semis. Now, Keys lost the first set, but bounced back just in time to secure a 3-6, 6-3, 6-4 win. And in the men's tournament, top seed Yannick Sinner cruises into the semis after sweeping Australian Alex de Minaur. Final score here, 6-3, 6-2, 6-1. Sinner will be playing American Ben Shelton in the semis. Shelton booked his ticket after wearing down Italian Lorenzo Sonego. Shelton had taken the first 2 sets, but Sonego showed signs of life in the third. Fortunately for Shelton, he was able to power through for a 6-4, 7-5, 4-6, 7-6 victory.
We've got a PBA and the NBA in tonight's highlight reel, and here we go. Time for me to head to the big screen. Let's start in the PBA. Nambata, Ronde thought about the 3, then drives to the slam, the lefty there. And he seems tired or he seems hurt. Look at him, just grasp for air. But what a play. Faking big man Luis Sangalang and then driving to the middle. Nobody home for the slam. Big RHJ tried to carry TNT at 41 points. grabbed 10 boards, had 3 steals, 4 blocks, pretty much did everything for TNT, but they dropped this one, and Terra Firma gets her first win in the conference, 117-108. From that play in the PBA, let's move to the NBA. Matik to. This is just basic. Jamal Murray, Nikola Jokic, pick and roll, and then baseline cut. Aaron Gordon. They've killed the LA Lakers in the playoffs with running this play over and over and over again. Murray, and then Jokic, no look, and then AG knows what to do. Slam that basketball in the hole. The reigning MVP had 27 points, 13 rebounds, 10 assists, and 4 steals. Gordon, meanwhile, had 19 markers for himself. Nuggets blow out the Sixers 144-109. Off to the next play. The game I'm excited about. Battle of the Boroughs. Look at Jalen Brunson posting up Johnson there. Miss, and then Cat. Ooh, the big man. And then tumbling down too. Plus the foul. And Karl Anthony Towns muscling his way. Let's take a look at that. 3 black shirts crowding Cat. No problem for Towns as he puts that one up and in, plus the bonus. Cat finished with 25 points, 16 rebounds, 6 assists, 3 steals, and 2 blocks. The Knicks, though, beat the Nets in the Battle of New York, 99-95 at Brooklyn. Towns and Brunson pretty much arguably playing like all-stars this year. Now let's go to the next game. Raptors and Magic in Toronto. Take a look at this. Grady Dick! Ooh, Dick! Going hard and throwing that one in. Woo! Take a look at that play. Faking Paulo Banchero going baseline as Dick just goes hard to the rim and sticks that one in, finishing with 17 points. And the Raps beat the Magic 109-93. And finally, let's go to the Lakers against the Wizards in La La Land. The miss there by Christie. Austin Reeves has been pretty much lobbing it to the King. 40 years old, King James. Take a look. He's going to flex. He's going to flex. Wait for it. There it is. The King with a flex. And then hit your head. LeBron James. Man, this guy at 40. Take a look at Valanciunas challenging. Another poster by LeBron James, finishing with a triple-double here. 21 points, 10 rebounds, 13 assists as the Lakers just cruise and crush the Wiz 111-88. Okay, now we have time. Any favorite plays?
Well, I just wanted to say, Rondé Hollis Jefferson scoring 41 points. TNT didn't win today, but wow, talk about that kind of contribution. And RHJ has actually been averaging close to 44 minutes this conference.
Kaya pala,
so
he's
not slowing down.
Pagod na.
But he's still, I mean, every game, I think there was one game he played all 48 minutes. So RHJ just
so he's not hurt, maybe?
Not slowing down.
Tinan mo after, ha? Tinan mo, parang...
normal naman yan. I mean, bigay mo na, 41 points naman siya.
Yung itsura niya, pag tumatakbo ako ng 21K, ganun, tinan mo, ayan o. After that, after. But still, pretty much a great play, and he's just pouring out everything. There he is.
Yeah.
Just really tired, but
RHJ right there.
RHJ, my boy.
Okay, and before we go, a historic first in baseball as Japanese legend Ichiro Suzuki headlines the Hall of Fame class of 2025. Ichiro is the first Japanese player to be elected into the Hall of Fame, and he was almost a unanimous choice too. Ichiro earned 99.7% of the votes, just one short vote of perfection. Ichiro was Japan's biggest baseball star in the early 2000s, way before Shohei Ohtani rose to fame. He joined the Seattle Mariners in 2001, becoming the first Japanese position player in Major League Baseball. And he took the league by storm in his first year, winning both the AL MVP and Rookie of the Year awards. Ichiro finished his career with over 3,000 hits, 10 All-Star selections, and 10 Golden Gloves. He will be inducted alongside CC Sabathia, Billy Wagner, and veteran committee selections Dick Allen and Dave Parker. The induction ceremony will take place on July 27.
No, you're right there, kasi nowadays this generation, of course, talks about Shohei, and rightfully so. Shohei has broken a lot of records, and he's just a generational superstar. But Ichiro was the one who really paved the way.
Yeah.
Hindi ko alam kung naabutan mo si Ichiro Suzuki.
Yeah, I haven't. I have to admit, I haven't.
Mga early 2000s kasi yun, so you're still pretty much young. Siya kasi, he was batting left and he was throwing right, di ba, Kal? So, yun yung isa sa mga, wow, that was really in Japanese niya. So, props.
And he
deserves.
paved the way, as you mentioned,
Yes.
for Shohei Ohtani.
Yeah, talagang deserving to be part of the Hall of Fame. And that's it for our show tonight, but you can catch us again tomorrow at 9 p.m. for a play-by-play of the day's top sports stories.
Play-by-play is on One News, that's Signal TV Channel 8 on SD and Channel 250 on HD. We are also available on Signal Play and the Filipinas Live app.
I'm Andre Palix.
And I'm Pauline Verzosa, sitting in for Cheska Litan-Calao. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good night.